Okay, Om Swastiastu. My name is Putu Krisna Pramana Yuda, and my three last digit name is 026. And today, I want to explain about this code. Yeah, this code about Mixway Final apps, and I want to explain about employee Java, class employee, and the children, manager and cashier, and the UI or the form. Okay, let's move first to employee Java. This is the main blueprint. It handles basic employees like barista and cleaner who do not need to log in. Yeah. The first is package entity, import config database that import your connection tool to talk to MySQL, and then import Java SQL to import SQL tools, and then import Java URL list that for import the tool to make a dynamic list, and then import Java article list is import the abstract list type. Okay, the public class employee that they define the name of the blueprint and then protected. That means this is very important. It means private or outside but visible to my children. Okay, that means of protected attribute. Because the manager and cashier external employee, they can direct use ID, full name, and row. Okay, we have a public employee that is empty constructor and full constructor, and this is a full constructor. Uh, the this is the first is public employee in the ID string full name string lure and dot ID equals ID, that means ID using the input ID. Okay, the same is full name, set the class name using the input name, and role, set the class role using input role. This is empty constructor is used when you want to create an object but you don't have a data yet. And then full constructor is used when you have a data from database. Okay, and then in here we got setter and getter. Yeah, get or set, and get is for allow other part of the apps to read the data, is allow other part of the app to change the data. And then we move to login behavior. Okay, static this is public static. Yeah, it means you can call this without saying new employee. And then public static employee login string, and then you create an empty container. This is empty container, and to you trying to connect to the database, you prepare the query. Yeah, you find user who match this username and password. And then ps string is for fill the blanks. Ps set string 1 user input, ps set string 2 pass input. That's for fill in the blanks. And then run the query. Result set is for run the query. And then check the result. If rs next, that's mean if next is true, it means we found a user. And then get data from database. This is an important part is polymorphism. If the database says manager, we create a manager object, and if the database says cashier, yeah, we create a cashier object. So that's it. Okay, and then return the object. It contains the user data or null if login failed. Okay, return amp, yeah, amp variables. And then we have a insert method. This specific method is for generic employees like baristas who don't have a login. Yeah, don't have login. The first is public boolean. Yeah, public boolean insert try connection blah blah blah. This is for connection again, and we force username and password to be null because the regular employees don't log in the Mixway apps. So the password and username is null. And then update method. Okay, this update the name or role of generic employee. Yeah, this code is mean same like uh, before to catch the database. Yeah, and then we have a public boolean delete or delete method. That is for remove an employee from database. Yeah, If we read the code, the ps set int, this for delete the row that match in that id, match this id. And then we have a get all method, or this is for table. This fetches everyone so you can show them in the form employee table. The first line, the first line public static get all list employee list equals new array list. That means create a empty list or bucket, and then we have try connection con database, etc. And then we run the query to get all rows of the tables from our select query from employee. And then in while we do the loop through every row found. And then we check the role again. We check the role again like before. If the manager or cashier, we need to know if we sort add a manager or add cashier or employee to the list. Okay, it's like that simple code of um, employee Java. And then we move to cashier Java. Okay, and then we move to manager Java. Okay, the manager Java. Okay, we move to manager Java. This is a child class from the employee class. Yeah, this class extend employee. It means, so you can see in this code, public class manager extend employee. That means I'm an employee, but I have extra features. That is username and password. Yeah. Okay, this extend employee, that means inheriting all feature from the parent. Okay, and then we have a public manager id. This is a constructor. Yeah, and then we have a super. This is for calls the parent constructor to handle id, name, and role, and add the username and password. Okay, okay, and then we have an override in here. That means I want to replace the parent insert method with my own version. Okay, override public boolean insert blah blah blah. That is, and then that is different SQL. Here we actually save the username and password, not null, not like before is null, and this manager class is not null. So in string SQL, okay, where okay, in string SQL insert to blah 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 blah, the value must not null. Okay, and then ps thread string one to, and then this ps string one, this username is to save username, this password is to save the password, uh get name, get full name is for save the name for parent, and then get rule is for save rule from parent. And then the same is override, same like before, and then the logic is from same like before. The difference is in there in passage string we put the username and password. So that's a simple class from manager Java. And then we move to cashier, where the cashier, what the hell, manager. Okay, let me move to cashier Java. Okay, let me move to cashier Java. Okay, this is exactly same like this is exactly same like manager Java. So we have a public class cashier extend employee, that mean extend, yeah, that mean inheriting all feature from the parent. And then we have a extra variable. This is only for manager or cashier, yeah. And then public cashier full name blah blah blah. We have super in there, also super, that means call the parent constructor to handle ID, name, and role. And then this username and this password is adding. And then override, same like before. Override, that means I want to replace the parent insert method with my own version. And then this is the same logic, yeah. Connection dot connection con database equals database connection, that means to get a connection from database, and then we run the string SQL or the SQL to database, that is insert to employees, because this method is insert. And then from the database we insert the first is username, password, full name, and role. Okay, the code below is same like the up, the first, that is this is for connection to database, and then run the SQL from database to update the username, password, full name, and role. Okay, now let's start, and then let's move to from employee. Okay, let's move to from employee. This is from employee. You can see the UI. It's very simple. We put the this is internal G. Okay, this is a table of, this is a frame of employee or from employee. We put J internal frame from, not a J panel or J frame from, because we want to the table or the form is show in G frame form. So we use the G internal frame from. And then the first is we put the label, the table, label again, and then text field and button, add button, edit, delete, clear, the rule or position, and ID. This ID will be not showing in the run, so this is hidden. Okay, let's talk about the search. Okay, the form employee, and this is the brain of my screen, yeah, my screen form. And then it decides which class to use based on what the user select in the drop down or combo box. Okay, this is, you can see the import or the library, yeah, the library entity employee, entity manager, entity cashier, to load all library from the class employee, manager, or cashier. Okay, the first we gonna talking about is displaying data or load table, yeah. Load table, we have a method load table in there, yeah. Why load table, we need to know it is row a manager or just a regular, yeah. Okay, we okay, kita get all data from the database. This line mean get all data from the database, and from employee list blah 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 until a null, that is for default barista or cleaner. And then instead of ask are you actually manager, yeah, instead of manager, that means are you actually a manager, or are you actually a cashier. And then get username, get password, then the code will ask that and add row to the table. That is for showing the table. If the manager, the table is like that, the cashier, the table is like that. And then we have adding data. Yeah, we have, okay. Okay, in the package, okay, in the from employee, we have this is this code. We have this code. The first is package view because the from employee is in package view. Okay, this is a library, and then the we adding the three library, uh, we adding the three library like entity employee, entity manager, entity cashier. That's for load all data or load library for manager, employee, and cashier class. Okay, this is because the from employee is extend from J internal frame, J frame form. We put the extend Java Swing internal J frame, and then the model, we make a variable of default table model is model. So this is the constructor from the table, public from employee unit components. This is default from Java, and then we set the all the variable name in the design. Yeah, in the design, this design combo rule is this. Combo rule is to set a model. Yeah, like cashier, manager, barista, or cleaning service to add uh, data to the database. And then the model, the model of the data is the model is creating a new object that's called default table model. And then the parameter is column name and row count. And table employee variable to set model behavior, and the parameter is model. Okay, and table employee, this is for this tree code is from for set the column index, yeah. Column index, and so that's actually for width and min width and max width, yeah. And then yeah, as we gonna as I say before, the text ID or the ID text field is visible, is false, is not visible. So we put the set visible is false, and then we declare load table and check row login behavior. And then this is a load table behavior, and then this is a check row login behavior. Okay, load table behavior, that is for we need to know if the row is a manager or just a regular employee. And then the check row login is for checks the manager or cashier, yeah, who use the from employee or cashier or manager. And then we move to button add, yeah, this is button add. In first we gonna make a attribute, first. There is role, nama, user, pass. The data type is string, and the combo role get selected item to string. That means from the KMB role, yeah, this is combo role. We get item uh, and transform to string, and then we get name from the text field name, and then we get the username from text field username, and get a password to text password. Okay, now we have employee emp. This is a variable we call in we declare in employee class. So if a rules equals manager or, so this is short circuit of or, role is cashier. Now that's logic is used. If user is empty or pass is empty, so message this message username pass wajib diisi return. That means if user is empty, password is empty, this message will show. Or if one of them of both is empty, this notification will show it. Then move to if not empty, if false. If role is manager, we call the EMP. We call the EMP that before in employee Java. Yeah, EMP equals new manager. Okay, we create a new object. EMP create a new object. Who the manager have a parameters, and then the cashier have a parameter. Else, if if the basic employee who don't have a password and username, just the parameter is just name and role. Okay, and then emp insert the variable called the behavior insert to insert from table, and then if success, the pane or show message dialog showing the berhasil ditambah, we showing the notification. And then load table and clear from that behavior is calling load table is from load the table or refresh the table and clear from. The form must clear before we add more. And then we move to button edit. The logic is same. We okay. We the first is if the text get x is empty, yeah, we must select the employee first. Yeah, we must select the employee first. If it's empty, can the Java or the pane will show dialog like this, and then we move to the button logic. Oke, kita lihat sejenak. Okay, we move to the attribute. We have the ID attribute, form text ID or text ID field. We have a role attribute, nama attribute, user password attribute. This like before we get from the text field, and then this logic is showing again. Check is about check the rules manager or cashier. If the role is manager of cashier that have empty password or have empty user, the message dialog will show password atau username tidak boleh kosong. And then if false, if user is full and password is full, so the below logic is run. We create new variable, and we call a new variable for employee that is emp. So the emp is will checking if role is equals manager. So this from employee Java will create a new manager object that have a parameter, and then if the cashier, they will make a new object that called cashier, and then if else the emp is basic employee, not a cashier or manager, just create a basic manager. Okay, same like before in the update is for updating the table, and then we move to button delete. Button delete is for deleting the data. So first we gonna pick one, the data of the employee, yeah. The data is from txt id, get text is empty, return. That means the chosen, or we must pick one. And then this is a variable, yeah. Just confirm. If confirm, we must show the dialog. This dialog is a yes option. If confirm, yeah, show the dialog. The option G option is yes or no. If option is yes, we create another object. Yeah, employee emp will create a new object that called employee, and then this emp will set the id that have a parameter id, and we call the txt id from the txt field. So the id will parse to integer, and then if that running, emp will delete. Okay, emp is new object employee, and then emp set the id who have parameter id. The id will get from the txt id, and then if that's true, emp will delete, yeah, delete behavior. This is from employee Java. And then if correct or success, the option field will show the message berhasil dihapus. And then load table, clear from, same like before. And then we have a clear button clear, yeah. So we just call the clear from void or behavior in before, and then we have a table employee most clicked. Now this is for if we click the data or the table, the text field will fill by the data who we click it, yeah. So if we select the row, yeah, table employee, we select the row, and then the text edit set the table employee from row column 0, yeah. This logic is very useful for all the behavior like delete, edit, and clear. So we cannot do typing again. And then that's it. I'll code from the from an employee, manager, and employee cashier. So let's start playing the UI design. Okay, this is if I login as a manager. If I login as a manager, we have 4 taskbar, yeah. If we gonna to manage employee, just click master and click the manage employee button. So we will showing the system will showing the data of the employee, yeah. So where are the data is from the database we use Laragon and dbeaver. So this is a database is from the dbeaver, yeah. We have 1 2 3 4 5 tables. That is customer, employee, menu, transaction data, and transaction. The employee will put there, and then as I say that before, the barista cleaning service doesn't have username and password, so the data is null. And then from this data we put in the main. Okay, this is the data. We have a manager, dia pun nama Alimbawa, cashier, Kade Ayu Lestari, ini inilah Putu Widya Stuti, ya. Nah, if we want to edit, okay, we just click it the table, and then we edit. For example, username is admin1, the password is admin1234, and then we're gonna click on edit button. Okay, we'll create a show message dialog, data berhasil diupdate, and then the data will update it. Yeah, so as we can see in database, okay, as we can see in the database in the deliver, before we reload, the username is admin2, but if we refresh, okay, the admin will change, admin2, and password is admin1234. That means the database is connected. Okay, if we want to add employee, if I add my name, Putu Krishna, is for the password. Okay, the username is too long, like Krishna Ramana. The password is 1234, and then the full name is Putu Krishna Ramana. This full name, this is my full name, and then we click the position first. Don't forget my position is manager, and then add. Okay, so the data or my name is showing in there. And then if we want to delete, so we will delete Nyoman Budiarse as cleaning service. So just click it and delete it. Okay. Okay, that's all a simple logic UI from employee. So that's all my presentation and explain. So if I have a mistake, forgive me and thank you.
In the customer Java. So this is the first that we do is importing the config of database connection, Java SQL, Java util array list, and Java util list. After that, we are making a constructor. This is the code of the constructor, and we are creating a getter and setter. So the constructor is used to make that we fill the ID, name, phone, and points. So in this code, there are a parameter ID, name, phone, and point. And this is the initialize of the parameter. So this ID will convert with this ID, name with this name, phone with this phone, and point with this point. After that, this is a getter and setter. And this is a method named getAll. So this is selecting or get the data from the database. So in this code, we are getting all of data in the customer database. So the first is we are initialize the list customer list with a new array list. After that, we are trying to connect with the database connection. And after that, we are create a statement and execute the query, select all from the customer. And while there are data, list will be added with a new customer. So the new customer will be filled with the ID, name, phone, and the point. And after that, there are catching a SQL exception and print the stack trace or print the data. And after that, there will be returning the list or this is variable. And after that, there are a method named insert. So insert is the method when we are want to adding a new member or a new customer. So the first is we are trying to connection to the database connection. And after that, we are prepare the query of insert into a customer with the name, phone, and point. And after that is the set string. And after we are set the string, the query will be execute, update. Next is the method of update. The method is of update is used when we want to update the data of the customer. So the first is we are trying to connect to the database, and we are make a prepared statement to update the customer with the name and phone where the ID is in the database. So we can update the name and phone of the customer based on their ID. And after that, they will execute and returning false. Next is the public boolean of delete or the method of delete. So when we want to delete the old customer or the customer who never come back in the Mixu, we are using this code. So the first is we are trying again to the connection of the database, and after that we are create a prepared statement to delete the data from the customer where the ID is. So we are deleting the customer based on their ID. After we got the ID, they will be execute and returning the false. And this is the code when we want to make a customer they're not joining in our member. So we are initiate the ID. So this is the name variable of ID ketemu is 0, type of integer. And after that, we are trying to connect the database connection and select the ID from customer with their phone number. And after that, we are connecting again with the phone of the customer. And we are set the keyword and execute the code. If the ID ketemu is same like in the get integer ID, they will be running the code. And if they are not, or this code is not have a value of true or have a value false, there will be input ID integer parse integer and select ID from the customer where the ID is, creating a prepared statement with a string SQL ID and set integer, and we are doing the same if and return the ID of ID ketemu. Okay, after I explain this code, next I want to explain about the form or the design. So this is the design of our data of member. So this is, you can see the nama, nomor HP and point, and the nama, nomor HP, point, and if you want to add, just add like this is Galang, we adding, and if you want to edit, you can just edit with select the table and edit this number phone maybe, edit, and if you want to delete, you can just click in the table and delete it. And if you have some typo like this, you can just clear. So maybe I want to add nama 1, number phone is that, and there will be adding in the database. Just refresh this. So you will see the ID. Why ID number 5? Because before I just delete a Galang member, so the Galang member have ID number 4. So if I adding the number 1 database, there will be have ID number 5 like that. Okay, in the code seems like the other code. First is we are import what we are going to use in this code, like entity customer. So we are importing with the customer Java, Java util list, Java swing option pen, and Java swing table default table model. And this is we are creating a form member extend by the Java swing internal frame form. So this is we are creating a constructor. So the constructor, the first is we are creating table with the title is ID, nama member, nomor HP, endpoint. And after that, we are creating this constructor. Like this is get column model, table member like that. To creating this table. Nama member, nomor HP, endpoint. So they will catch the database from my or our database of Mixu. Okay, after that, there are a load table method. So this is load table method is used to get the database from the customer database. So this code will be like load the table if I just adding the database member in this or in this section, there will be load again the table to showing a newest database there. And this is a method of clear form. So the method of clear form is used when we are wanna clear the the table, or maybe if we are deleting table, there will be clearing one row in the table, maybe just like that. And next is this is adding customer button. So we are using private. This is basic from the NetBeans, and we are using if. So in this if the statement one that we are adding, so the name that we are adding is empty, and the number phone of the customer is empty too, they will showing nama dan nomor HP harus diisi. So imagine that is empty is have a true value. So when this have a true value, they must check again to this value is empty or not, or false or true. If they are false or the number phone is filled with the number, they will still showing the message like this, because this is the OR query. So if 1 or 0, still have a 0 value. But when this have a false value or the name is filled out with a string, the phone is not checked, because this is of false, automatically this is false too. So there will not showing this like that. Oh, sorry, I just flip the true and false. So when this is true, this is condition is not checked again, because this is empty. So they are just run this message. So nama dan nomor HP harus diisi. But when this is false or fill out, they must check again in this. If this true, they will be showing this. And if this false, they will not showing this. So if this false, this and this will have a value or fill out with a string and integer. So they are continuing in this code. So customer C, we are initialize the customer with a variable C, new customer, and set the name on phone in this section, nama and HP. After that, if the C insert or the C have a value, there will be showing member berhasil ditambahkan, and there will be load the table and clear the form in this section. And if the customer is not inserted in the database, they will showing a message gagal nambah member, like that. Okay, next, this is a method of edit button. So if the text or all of this text is empty, they will showing pilih member di tabel dulu. So if they are empty like this, then we edit, there will be showing the message of pilih member di tabel dulu. That. And if the text is filled out with integer and string, so this is will have a false value, they will be next to this code. So we are initialize the ID with integer parse integer with the get with the ID text get ID. So we are getting the ID from what we are choosing like this. And showing the nama and HP in the text this. And after that, we are initialize the customer with a new customer ID, nama, HP, and phone. And if the update is successfully, there will showing a message data berhasil diupdate and load the table and clear the form. And if the data is not updated, there will be showing gagal update. Okay, next is a method of delete action. Seems like update, we are checked if the text is empty, they will be showing the message pilih member yang mau dihapus. And when the get text is filled out with integer and string, or we are choosing in the table, they will be next to the integer confirm G option show confirm dialog. So after we are click the name or the table that we want to delete, there will be showing that the customer or the table in the row in the table is the table or the row that we are want to delete. So like a confirmation message like this. And if the J option panel is yes option, the integer ID and customer set ID will be deleted. If the delete is successfully going, there will be showing message berhasil dihapus, and there will be load the table again and clear the form. Okay, next is button of clear in this section. So in the button of clear, we are just call the clear form in above of this code, in this code. So we are just call it the code, and there will be clearing all of the form like that. And this is the mouse clicker. So maybe this basic or normally in NetBeans, this all of this like bawaan from the NetBeans. So after we are creating this code, they will creating this table like that.
Hi, my name is Made Udra. Now I'm gonna explain about Mixu OOP apps in the part of managing menu. Okay, as you can see, is the managing menu form. At here you can create the menu, add the menu, like and select the category ice cream or drink and the price and the stock. If you want to add the menu, just click the add button, and if you want to edit, just click the menu in the up and change the name, and last is click the edit. Okay, if you want to delete, just click the menu and the button delete. Okay, the menu is already deleted. Okay, let's check the code. At first, this is the menu class, menu Java, and the package entity, and the form or UI at the menu is in the view. Is the form menu design. Okay, like this. First, I'm gonna explain the class first. The package entity, the attribute of class menu, ID, name, category, price, and stock. Next is constructor empty constructor. Okay, after that is constructor with the field ID, name, category, price, and stock. Okay, this is the getter and setter. What's that mean? That's to change the value of the attribute. You can check the ID, name, set name, set category, and set stock. Next is get all. That's mean read data, read method. This is to read the database from MySQL, and the query is select all from menu. Okay, and then get the ID, name, category, price, stock, and input them to the table list menu. After the read method is the insert method. Insert like you insert add data to the database. There's the query, insert to menu, name, category, price, stock, and what's the value. The value is when we type in the UI, that's meant. Okay, next is the update method. Update like insert, but it's just the update the value, set value, set string, set double, set integer to name, category, price, stock, ID. The query is update menu set name, category, price, stock, where ID. Okay, the last one is delete method. Delete method is for deleting one row from the table like before. And here's the query, delete from menu where ID. Okay, let's move to the form menu. Here's the form menu. At up is the table, and the button is menu name, category, price, stock, and the button. What's the logic of this UI? First is form menu. Form menu is the tabel form menu. Tabel form menu. I'm sorry, this is the main class form menu. The class form menu. And get ID, menu name, category, price, stock from database. Next is method load table. Load table, that means the table will get the ID, name, category, price, and stock from the database. Next is this is not have the logic, so we can skip it. Next is button add action perform. Where is it? Button add is this add button add. What's the logic is and in the button add? The button add will get the text from get text, txt name, category, and harga and stock. What's that mean? That means if we type in the column of this menu name, category, select the category, input the stock and price, so that will add to the object and insert to the database. The insert method is already from the menu Java class. If can insert, that will show the dialog message. If failed, and show the dialog again. Okay, next is edit button action. Where is it? In this edit. Okay, like the create, but just need the ID. We need ID. Okay, integer name, get text. Next is get the variable, category, harga, and stock. And this is the method from the menu.java class. Okay, next is the method button delete. Where's button delete? This is the button delete. Okay, this is for when we not click any of data from the tabel, we get the message pilih data di tabel dulu. And if we select the data from the tabel and click delete, so this will show the dialog. Yakin ingin menghapus menu ini and create and give the yes no option. Yes no option is mean click yes or click no. If confirm, So if confirm or click the yes, that will delete the data from the table. There's the method. Menu is the variable reference, and so dialog berhasil dihapus. But if we not but if we cannot delete the data, that will show gagal hapus. Okay, this is the error exception if not in the if else option, so will show message error delete and the message menu and the message text. Next is the clear action button. What's that mean? In the clear, so if we already put the value to this column, category, stop and press, and click the clear button, so that's recover to the empty in the column, menu name, stock, and press to the empty, like set text, empty, and clear selection. Next is tabel menu mouse click. Okay, when we click the tabel, so Alice will change the column of this, stop and press if we click the value of the table. It's automatically same of the data we click on the table. Next is the variable, is the UI from the Java. Okay, that's all from me. I'm sorry if I have a mistake. Next is gonna explain by my friend. Thank you.
Okay, with my presentation. First, I will introduce myself. My name is Kawan Pedang Pratika. My last three-digit name is 025. And I'm from SMP Gaiki. I'm from Group 5, that is MISU OOP. So here I will be explaining about transaksi Java, both in the entity and in the view program, then also for pelaporan Java. So first, in the entity transaksi Java, in the code, we have the public class transaction. This public class transaction represents one transaction only. So every time in the app, if the cashier want to make a transaction, so this code is responsible for creating that one transaction. Then this private array list card items and private double total amount is responsible for swapping card contents and also the total price of the transaction. So think it like the card then plus the total. Then there's also a constructor that is public transaction. This item equals to new array list. So this means when a transaction start, so it means the card is empty and the total is 0. Then there's also public static class card item. So this code references one menu item inside the cart. That if each item in the cart has an ID, a name, a price, and also a quantity. Then there's a constructor again, that is public cart item, integer ID, string name, double price, and integer quantity. So this means it will be creating a one cart item. Then there's also the subtotal. Subtotal will be get value from price times by the quantity of its item. Then there's public void add item. That means it to create a cart item and add it to the list. Then we calculate the total. Here we have the calculate total that will do the thing for the add item above it. Then there's this two code that is get total and array list. That means it will be used by the view in form transaction letter that will be doing its job in displaying the UI, payment logic, and the receipt display. Then there's the clear that will be used after the transaction is success and it will or the cashier is canceling the order. Then there's save transaction. So this is the most important part in the transaction Java. So without this code, we cannot save the transaction to the database. We cannot update the stock that we have in the database, and we cannot give the customer the point that they will get after they bought our item. So in the transaction, there is if item is empty, it will return the false. So if there's no items in the transaction, then there will be no transaction. Then database transaction start. So this connection con equals to database connection get connection means it will be trying to connect to our database. Then there's insert into transaction. This is the header. This save the total amount, payment method, employee, and customer. If we put the ID, customer ID in it, that we already apply to the database. If there's no that customer ID, then it will not save to the customer. So here we also have if customer ID is bigger than 0, if the customer, it means if customer access, then it will save the ID. If not, then it will be saving a null. Then there's also this to get the generated transaction ID. Then this to insert transaction row. This to stock update query. This to look through items and batch insert details. Plus stock update. This code is to if the customer access, the customer that have an ID will be getting loyalty points. Then this two is first transaction history. Oh yeah, I forgot to explain about this connection commit is to make sure if everything is okay and above, then it will save permanently to the database. So this connection rollback also means if it's failed, then it will undo everything. In the transaction history, it will fetch the transaction ID, date, total, and employee name. it will store as object because the table uses like that. And there's it is to fetch transaction data rows by transaction ID. It will get the menu name, quantity, and subtotal. It used for a subview and detail pop-up. Then there's remove item. This code is used for remove item by index, then recalculate the total again. So for summary, this transaction Java class manages the shopping cart, calculate total, save transaction safely to the database, then update the stock and handle transaction history. Okay, I'm done explaining the transaction Java code. We'll be continuing to the form transaction. It is the GUI that we have used in the for the transaction class. So I'm gonna explaining this UI not by per code per line, but how the flow of the code. So here form transaction is the cashier screen. So what it does is to show menu items, add selected items to cart, calculate total and change, then save transaction to the database. That's it. So first, when the form opens, that is done by public class, public from transaction employee EMP. So what it means is the employee that is already logged in is safe, then a new transaction will be created. Then the UI components are initialized. Menu table is prepared and loaded from the database. Card table is prepared. Then there's also the menu table. This private void load menu table. So what it means is the flow is clear the out rows, then get the menu data from the database, then put menu into the table. Then there's add item to the chart. This button add chart action prop. This is the most common cashier action. So the cashier select a menu item first. So if not selected, but the cashier uh, still push the add item, it will show a warning. The system reads the menu ID, name, price, and stock. Then the cashier input the quantity, check if the quantity exists in the database. If quantity is more than 0, it will successfully added to the list. If not, it will show an error that the quantity is not enough. Then the item is added to the current transaction. Card is updated, total recall calculated, card table refresh. Then total table is updated. Then there's card table. 4. So this is the card table that show in the right side. So the card table does not store the data itself. It only display the current transaction get items. Every time item is added, item is removed, or transaction is cleared, the table is rebuilt from the transaction object. Then we have the remove item from a card. So this button remove action performed is used to, if the cashier select the item from the card that has been added, then the cashier confirm the deletion. Item will be removed from the transaction. Then the card table will be refreshed. Then there's buyer key txt buyer key release. So this is the payment input button. While cashier type payment, it will read payment amount, compare with total, calculate the change, show change internally. Then there's so the button check out the action performed. This is the last step in the transaction. The flow in order is step 1. The the logic will checking if the card there's an item in the card. So if it's empty, it will be stopped. Then it will be checking the member. The cashier input member. If the cashier input an ID that available in the database, it will save the point. If not, it will automatically change as guess. Then there's check payment. Then there's check transaction. Okay. Then the last one that I will be explaining is form laporan. So what is form laporan? Form laporan is a transaction report viewer. So its job is to show transaction history, show item details of selected transaction, then reverse data from the database. It does not create transaction, it does not edit anything, just like showing the history of the transaction. So what the class structure overview is, first we have public class form laporan extend to Java X-Wing J internal form. So what does it mean is this form lives inside a desktop application. It can be opened, closed, minimized, or refreshed. Then with the table models is involve table model header and model detail. So the header table, it show the transaction summary, like transaction ID, date, total amount, and cashier. And in the table, we have menu name, quantity, and subtotal. The construction flow. So we have public form laporan. It will running the UI with within components. Then this code will create the header. Then it will create the table with this. This code is to load data header is for show the data when the form is open. So it to load the transaction history. Then we have private point load data header. This loads out the transaction history. So the flow is this model header set no counts, meaning it will clear the table. Then it will get data from the entity from the transaction get history. Then it will fill the table for this code is used for fill the table. Its object represents one this object represents one transaction record. Then we have the table header mouse click. So this is where the header and detail toolbars connect. This line explain. Oh, if you click, then it will get the selected row. Then it will read the transaction ID. So this we set the column 0 as the start, not column 1. Then it will load the transaction detail using this. Then display details for object in the table. Then we also have the refresh button. This is the button refresh action perform. So for summary, form laporan display transaction history and shows detailed purchase item when a transaction is selected, separating the summary and the data using two table methods. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.